Alright guys, let me know how the sound's coming in. If you don't know, the US got hit with some bad snowstorms in the south. It snowed here more than I've ever seen it snow, ever. You know, certainly living in Louisiana and Texas all my life, I've never seen it snow that much. It's honestly crazy. The power went out at my house last night, so we're actually at a friend's house because we tried to book a hotel, but they just got booked up really quick, and we didn't really want to stay at a motel. So yeah, we're at a friend's house. But let me know how the sound's coming in. Let me know how the video's coming in. And luckily, my friends do have some pretty good internet. They actually have better internet than I do, so we should be okay. But phew, I'm on a flat screen TV for my second monitor here. Let me know how it's going, team. Let me know how the sound is. Let me catch back up in the chat. My bad, guys. Hold on. We're good. Sound looks great. Internet great. Video's good. Sound is good. Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, team. All right. Whew. How's the screen look? I mean, I did my best to recreate my home screen. What's up, guys? Hey. No, we didn't shut off our water, but we let our water run a little bit. You know, whenever it snows like this, we leave a little drizzle in the water. But man, it was crazy, honestly. Yesterday we tried to stay at my house, but it's like after a while, when it's like 15 degrees outside, which is very cold, and it's snowing and icy outside, and then we have no electricity and no heat. You know, that's the crazy part. And our fireplace broke last week. Crazy enough, like last week we had people come out for our fireplace because we were smelling gas, and we have like a gas fireplace at our house. And so last week they came out saying basically that we couldn't use our fireplace, that there was a leak in the gas in our fireplace and that we couldn't use it. And so we were literally sitting at my house yesterday with no heat, with no fire, with no electricity. We just had to get a bunch of bundle up, you know, but eventually it was just too much. And we tried to go get a hotel, but they got bought up quick. You know, hotels, like I tried to get one. I didn't care how much it cost to. I was trying to stay at a nice one because in my mind it's like, okay, well, if it's a nice hotel, they'll probably at least have good internet. But yeah, it was it didn't work, and the hotels just got bought up quick. And then I even scheduled a hotel and paid for it and everything, and then we went over there and they had no power. And so it was scary driving on those roads just because nobody knows how to drive on those roads. Like, I lived in Canada for a few years, and so I kind of know how to drive in snow. You just got to drive really slow. You got to stop very slowly. You can't hit your brakes fast or you'll lock up. But everybody else doesn't know how to drive in the snow down here, so it's just chaos in the streets, man. It is absolute chaos here. So we should buy hotel stock A, you know. Let's pump those hotel stocks up. Not really. I'm kind of disappointed in the hotels. They got bought up too fast. Hey, but we're here. We're streaming, and it seems to be working okay. Yeah, everybody lost their minds, dude. Everybody's power went out. I'm very upset at Entergy because it's like, dude, like this is two emergencies and Entergy just goes out. Like Entergy's not, they're not being prepared over here, man. You know, it snows up, power out. You know, like Entergy literally left us without power in the snow, without heat in the snow for days. You know, like that's just not cool for Entergy. But hey, we're warm at my friend's house, and like I said, they got better internet than me over here. Right, yeah, you know how it is, holistic. Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. I'm here in Italy and noticed my family there in Texas was getting more snow than us. Glad you and your family are safe. Hey, thanks, Melina, I appreciate that. You could get an Airbnb. Yeah, they just got bought up so fast, and the problem is that Airbnbs don't have as what's the word? Airbnbs, their infrastructure is not going to tell us whether they have power or not. So my fear with buying an Airbnb was that I would pay for it on the app, and then they wouldn't have power, and they would just kind of be like, you know, I did that with a hotel. At one point, we tried to stay at a Days Inn, which was the only hotel left, and I literally paid for a night at the Days Inn, which is like a motel. We went over to the Days Inn, and they were like, nah, we don't have power. And so it's just kind of like, okay, well, we could stay at the Days Inn with no power, or we could stay at my house with no power. It's time for me to buy a generator, though. That was the overall conclusion to yesterday's chaos, is that I gotta buy a generator, just because it's if Snow can take us out of commission like that, it's just not good. But yeah, let me know how the picture is. We should be okay. Like I said, their internet's better than mine. They got, like, my friend has like 100 and they're running at like 130 download speed, megabits per second, and so super fast download speed here. Should be fine. Yeah, we leave it at a slow trickle. That's what we did. Yeah. Doing stocks now, so I won't have to be working outside on this weather. Yeah, for sure. No, my second screen is mounted. You want to see it? You want to see my second screen? Let me make sure I can show you. You ready? It might not let me. Hold up. There we go. Look at this. You know, I'm doing my best. I'm honestly sitting on the floor right here. You know. But hey, the show must go on, as they say. Let me know if the sound and the music's good. The biggest thing that's hard for me to check is the sound here. We seem to be going alright, though. Yeah, I'm on a TV, bro. I'm on a flat screen TV in the wall. Alright. Hey, listen, we gotta make it work with the TV today. Bitcoin stocks moving. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, I'm looking into some of these here. I know we got like SCKT that's moving some. Look at this one. So like we got SCKT that's popping up, gapping up from 320s to 790. We also have ALJJ here moving a little bit. This one gapped up from 130s to 260s. Went as high as 425. I don't know what it's doing now. It's kind of falling back down. We'll have to watch that after this. But WBAI, big gap up from like 20 bucks all the way to almost 40, sitting at about 35 right now for WBAI. Must be a small float, is what I'm assuming here. We got MYT that looked good originally. I'm gonna have to update this watch list, but yeah, MYT looked good originally. It's falling back down some now though. And then we have EXPI. If you caught the penny stock show on Benzinga I did on Sunday, I talked a lot about Ford. Ford's interesting. Gapping up from 420 all the way up to around $6. TRCH is another one that I talked about on the show. That was gapping up from 280s all the way to 370s. Yeah, we talked about SOS on the show. Hey, what's up, Joel? Hey, shout out to my man Joel over there. Joel hooked me up over the weekend and gave me like a rundown in crypto and about how to trade them, like what crypto really is, you know, all that good stuff. So shout out to Joel. He helped me out, to be honest, because I didn't really understand much about it, and he definitely enlightened me on a lot of stuff about crypto. Man, I gotta see if I can find something to like prop my computer up, because like I'm sitting on the floor and it's hard for me to see. Hey, I got you, B. I'll send you the playlist, bro. You want it? Here you go. I'll send it to you right now. Everybody knows I got the best playlist around. You know. But now here it is. If you genuinely want the playlist, it's right here. Hey, bro. Yeah, listen. I'm in my friend. We're at my. Wait, here's the playlist right there. Yeah, I'm at my friend Julie and Trong's house, and they've got a really nice house. But this is like one of their spare bedrooms. It's got pink toys, fluffy animals, and you know, pink fluffy covers everywhere. But it's a nice house, and they've got good internet, and they were kind enough to let us stay here, so. Don't lie, that's your mom's basement. Hey, bro, listen, if this was my mom's basement, it would be a super nice basement. I'll say that, you know. Yeah, Julie and Trong, they hooked us up. They helped us stay here. It's warm over here, and they have good internet. So, all right. Looking at SOS. I'm trying to juggle this. It's a different setup. Yeah, SOS does look good. Gapping up even more. I talked about this one on Friday too, or on Sunday too, on the live stream. Look at that move here for SOS. Yeah, we'll certainly watch this. Bear with me, guys. I think I gotta find a chair. I gotta find something to prop the computer up though. So I need kind of like a box. Yeah, I'm on my laptop. It's snowing in Houston, yeah, for sure. Honestly, we haven't had power for the last 2 days. But yeah. Crazy, crazy. At least my internet's holding up. And this picture's good, the sound quality's good. Yeah, it was weird, man. I've never seen it snow like that anywhere like close to me. And it actually legit snowed, like real snow. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Let me see if I can get the news out. But yeah, SOS, MYT. Sorry, bear with me, guys. There we go. Which one did that? LJJ falling down. SBBP. That one's not that good. I have to put SOS. Sorry guys, hold on. We got SCKT. SCKT still looks good. ALJJ, WBAI. Alright. Here we go. Sorry, I'm updating my stream, guys, so just bear with me. Let me get the chat up here. I'm gonna do my best to manage everything today. We're gonna look up some news in a minute too. But hey, we got 400 people here, you know. Alright. Let me pop out this chat real 1 second, guys. Whoa. Sorry guys, forgive me. Hold on. There we go. Alright, alright. You should be good. I'm trying to manage this. Alright. Alright. We should be good. Alright, but yeah, WBAI. Let me look up some of these catalysts for us. The first one I want to start looking up is like SCKT. I already looked up, I got this old theme. Alright, so yeah, so for SCKT, Yeah, I don't know if it's the first time Texas has been under a winter weather warning, but I'll tell you this, it snowed more in the last 2 days here in South Texas than it has ever in my life. Like, I've lived in South Louisiana, in South Texas all my life, and yeah, it snowed more in the last 2 days than it ever has before, and that I've seen at least over 30 plus years. So yeah, it's definitely been some rough movement. Nobody's prepared for it. Everybody's still kind of, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to be live. You know, listen. You guys know me. I'm a little OCD with that. All right, but yeah, the first one we're looking up here, we're gonna look up SCKT. Now, SCKT is up, gapping up from 320s to 760s. This is Socket Mobile. They're trading higher after the company announced the launch of their DuraSled barcode scanner for the iPhone 12. Alright, so Socket Mobile barcode scanner for the iPhone 12. What does this do? Like, I have a few Amazon businesses that I run, and during one of those businesses, I do use Bluetooth barcode scanners. I have one that's called a KDC 2000. And so I'm wondering if it's the same type of barcode scanner as that. But yeah, they basically announced the launch of a new product for the iPhone 12 as its DuraSled barcode scanner, and that is causing SCKT to push up really nicely here. I'll have to find somewhere I could look up the float. But yeah, we're pushing up here. We're watching it. This is a 5-minute chart. I want to look at the 1-minute chart here and see the volume's still looking pretty nice. Somebody help me out. Y'all are gonna have to help me out with the float and stuff today. What's the float of SCKT? Somebody help me out. Chat, I'm leaving that part up to y'all today. What's the float of this thing? Float of 4 million. Hey, thank you, Joel. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you, Justin. You know. So 4 million float, very small float for SCKT, which means that we might get some movement up here. That's what I'm watching initially for it. Very small, tiny float. You know, a 4 million float, guys, is incredibly small, and with this volume, yeah, I'm certainly watching this one. I mean, it's up over 100% in pre-market, so that kind of does, it's a little clue on it having a small float. But yeah, big movement here. I'm going to try to clear out some of this chart. To be honest, it's hard to manage this for me. I'm used to having it easy with 4 huge monitors, and now I'm on a laptop and a flat screen TV, so I'm trying. But yeah, let me remove these levels. I think these levels are less relevant at this point in time. Volume's really good too, so SCKT is certainly going to be probably the top of the list, but it just depends on what everything else looks like. And when, to be honest, when the range is this big, guys, for SCKT, we're just going to kind of pivot to half and whole dollars right now. I mean, we're above the highs of the last year. Yeah, we're above the lifetime highs for SCKT, and so when there's this much volume, this much movement, and this small of a float, I'm just watching half whole dollars and like major highs right here. So we could look at like 820, 818, 819 right there. We got 750 right underneath us. We're just gonna watch that range. If we break under that, we're gonna look at 7. If we break under that, we're gonna look at 650, so forth and so on. And I think whenever the range is this big, that's kind of what you have to do with some of these stocks. And yeah, forgive me, guys. It's gonna be harder for me to see like donations and all that stuff. So if I get a donation or a super chat, or that somebody wants me to look at a stock or something like that, just let me know. Boxlight SOS hit 10, 118% borrow rate for SCKT. That's crazy. Here's SOS. So yeah, SOS did hit 10, and this is what I talked about last Sunday. Alright, so it sounds like SOS is a crypto-related stock. Alright, so they put out something last week that said they announced receiving 5,000 pieces of crypto mining rigs ahead of the schedule and said the equipment is, quote, expected to generate sufficient crypto hash power to allow us to promptly capture the rising cryptocurrency price. So they basically got an improved mining rig here for SOS, and so we're certainly watching this one as well today. Big run, big squeeze here, and we'll see what happens for it. Testing 10. What's the float of SOS, guys? Somebody help me out. I know I looked it up Sunday, but hey, yeah, Daniel, it's rough, brother. Yeah, hey, Joel says, man, plug that Benzinga show. That's 2 weeks in a row you've been spot on. Listen, bro, I need a swing trade, man, because, like, yeah, 2 weeks in a row, I honestly was completely right about a lot of them. Like to put it into perspective, guys, I talked about BRQS on that show before it ripped. I talked about OCGN before it ripped, and OCGN made huge percentage moves. Last week I talked about it, or last Sunday I talked about SOS, and I think I talked about TRCH too. And so yeah, I mean, and I'm not really trying to make big predictions with these stocks. I'm just trying to bring people's attention to them, because I think that looking at that method of how I pick those stocks is an interesting way to look at what might potentially move the upcoming week, and I think that's what we really got with it. But yeah, I appreciate it, Joel. Thank you, man. The show is every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Benzinga. It's going to be hard for me to link much today, guys, so just bear with me. But yeah. Is the chat frozen? What happened here? There we go. Oh, that's it. Alright. FAT. BNGO. Bam. Power. Man, that's rough, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at a few of these. SCKT, SOS, and like, I know we were looking at like TRCH. Look at TRCH here. And yeah, I talked about this one here, and we did get a move there for that one. I'm looking at like LGHL. LGHL starting to push up, pop it up on the scans. So we're getting some movement. EPSN, but yeah, look, there's LGHL at the 540s. So it's pushing. We got like EPSN that didn't really hold. CEI, which is energy, I believe. CAN. We also have FORD. This is the one I'm talking about. This is one I talked about some. We're seeing if it holds here. I want to see if it holds at 6 and really 550. But then we also have like MYT, which these originally looked better, but now they don't look like they're holding. Bitcoin broke 50K, guys. So Bitcoin broke 50,000 this morning, which is a huge moment for Bitcoin. And, you know, I'm sure we're going to see some other Bitcoin stocks run, like NXTD. You know, NXTD is gapping up with Bitcoin. We have MARA, you know, RIOT, that are all pushing up really strong as Bitcoin starts to push up. And here's something you guys don't, you know, here's something to understand, guys, is that even if you don't have the funds to invest in Bitcoin, there's Bitcoin stocks, right? RIOT, you know, MARA, both Bitcoin related stocks, and these have made big parabolic moves with Bitcoin. You can see like RIOT here, this thing is up on the year from 51 cents all the way to $52. So there are some opportunities with Bitcoin related stocks as opposed to actually Bitcoin. I mean, I think that if you're really into Bitcoin, you want to start investing in Bitcoin, especially considering that you don't have to buy like a full coin to invest in it. If you're really into Bitcoin long term, you want to just start accumulating shares, or you want to start accumulating as much as you can. But if you just want to kind of swing trade Bitcoin based off of sympathy or something like that, there are Bitcoin related stocks. Again, RIOT, MARA, And then I don't think NXTD is really like a Bitcoin stock per se. I think it just uses Bitcoin and benefits from Bitcoin's increase in price. So, you know, this one's one that we could watch as well here. I'm seeing a few of these pop up on my scans. FTFT, I believe FTFT is a crypto-related stock. I'm not 100% sure. I believe it's a crypto-related stock, but not 100% sure. What's up, Cheddar? What's up, man? SOS, yeah, we looked at SOS. What's up, Barber? Oh, so I don't leave. Oh, so I don't. You do leave in your mom. Oh, yeah, guys. So, for those asking about my background here, it's either my mom's basement. I mean, that's plausible, I guess, or it snowed in Texas, and so my power was out for the last 2 days in Texas, and we're staying at a friend's house. You know, we have a family friend, Julie and Trunk, and they had power, and we tried to book a hotel, but all the hotels got booked up very, very quickly, so we weren't able to get a hotel. And you know, it was either stay at our house with no heat, power, electricity, you know, anything, and our fireplace, our gas fireplace, apparently doesn't work, or it works, but it's dangerous if we run it. So yeah, we're at my friend's house, and this is their upstairs guest room. So shout out to them. There's pink toys everywhere, but hey, the show must go on, as they say. Yeah. OCGN, yeah, OCGN, man. I've been talking about that one for the last few weeks. We can look at it. Here's FTFT ripping up I think FTFT is crypto. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, guys. OCGN gapping up a little bit as well. Man, OCGN has been making some nice moves here. Look at this. Look at this daily chart. I want to see it hold at $10, and it looks like it is. So it's approaching 12 now. We'll see if what happens at 12. What do you guys think of these charts? Like, I have the old school TOS charts up, and so you can see that, like, the old school TOS layout on Thinkorswim has like yellow level 2. It's got like these clear candles, these kind of orangish red candles. It's just different. It's certainly brighter. But yeah, OCGN's moving up. We also have like MDGS. MDGS is moving up some too. SNDL, you think the market's about to be green? Last week I lost money. I have no idea, brother. OCGN got featured on the NASDAQ this week. Yeah, it looks okay. I like your other. Good, John. How's that weather? -11. Yeah, it's like 15 degrees, bro. Honestly, y'all don't understand. If you live in the north, you don't understand. You know what I mean? Texas, if it snows in Texas, the whole Texas economy gets shut down. Everything. You know, like I said, it snowed. We woke up at my house yesterday at about 3 a.m. We realized we didn't have power yesterday. Yeah, we basically slept and then woke up, went outside, made snowmen, made snow angels, had snowball fights, and then we had to figure out somewhere to go just because it was too cold. Luckily, the family's fine, and again, we're at my friend's house now, or one of our family friends' house, and so yeah, we're hanging out here, and they've got good internet too. MDGS sitting at 360, so we're watching that. I'm at a cozy 65 degrees. Viva Las Vegas. Hey, enjoy it, bro. Did my TOS mess up from this weekend, John Smith? Do you know about that? No, I don't know. What happened? From Oklahoma, people up north don't understand just how unprepared everyone down here is from that much snow. Yeah, 100%, man. And like I said, I lived in Canada, so like my stepdad is from Batchewana in like Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. And like I've lived there during the snow. I've driven in the snow. I understand how you drive in snow, which is just very slowly, basically. Very slowly. You cannot tailgate people, you know, at all. You have to drive very, very slow. You can't hit the brakes too hard. You have to kind of slowly ease into the brakes. But again, nobody really understands that down here. And so I saw a lot of wrecks, a lot of craziness yesterday on the roads. And we tried to find a hotel close to my house, but we couldn't find anything. They got booked up so fast. And to be honest, we were scared to drive here. Not from us, really, but like, there's no snow plows here. And so it's just, everything was a mess, you know. But we made it here, and now we're comfortable in warm house. OPGN is pushing up, guys. Look at OPGN. So we're watching it. I'll see what happens at 350. You can kind of see I have some levels here. SOS new highs. Yeah, we can take a look. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to help me out a little bit today. Like I said, I know we got a bunch of donations last week. I can't see donations, so if you give me a donation, somebody let me know, because I can't really see it. And honestly, I'm just surprised we got a decent amount of people here. TOS and TD had a mess up, and I woke up with a $1.2 million margin call on positions I did not take. Me and thousands of others have been affected. They didn't tell you it was wrong. Wow. That's rough, man. Do I have a Cash App? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but do you think TLRY might swing? I mean, cannabis stocks, yeah. SOS just broke highs. So, first of all, we got this high here, and then we got like $10 right there that we can watch. It's holding at 10. We're watching it. Yeah, I gotta go ahead and get a generator now. That's the biggest thing that we figured. I mean, I've never really needed one. Like, I've lived at that house for like 6 years, you know, and that house, to be honest, that house is just a muddy pit, man. Like, I hate my house, you know. Like, it's a nice house. Like, if people saw it, and I've had people comment and compliment me on my house, and it's a nice house, you know, but it's a muddy pit, you know what I mean? Just nothing but issues since we moved there. I'm trying to move out to the country, get some land, to be honest. Nah, my power already came back on, so like, we already had power come back on, brother. Like, I can look and see that the power's back on in my house now. It came on at 3 a.m. last night. Power came back on. I'm more so frustrated with Entergy, man. Energy's just never prepared. Any slight weather condition, and Entergy's just, the whole power grid goes out. It's crazy. Bill Motorsports says, I'm in Fort Worth with no power, no cell, no internet. I'm in Walmart parking lot with Wi-Fi because I have swing trades. Hey, thus is the life, brother. This is the life, man. Good luck, dude. Yeah, I could relate to that, though, to be honest, because yesterday my wife and kids and I literally drove around for like 2 hours trying to find a hotel to stay at, and we never did, you know. And the problem is that, okay, listen, it wasn't even that we didn't have power or heat. We didn't have internet. Like, if we would have had Wi-Fi, or like if we would have had data that worked, and like internet where we could search around for hotels, that would be fine. But like, we didn't have internet, we didn't have electricity, we didn't have heat, we didn't have, our fireplace wasn't working, and so it's like, we had nothing. We literally were sitting at our house with no internet, no power, no heat, no fire, you know. And so after a certain point, my wife and I kind of looked at each other, and we were just kind of like, you know, we gotta get out of here. John, rolling power outages, 2 hours on, 1 hour off. Yeah. I don't understand Sprint cell phones not working here. Yeah, I mean, even AT&T was out. It wasn't just Sprint, though. It was all of them. Because my mother-in-law, their phones weren't working either. So it wasn't just Sprint. It was AT&T. It was Verizon. My mother-in-law has Verizon. So Verizon was out. AT&T, which I have, is out. You know, Sprint apparently was out too. So it wasn't just one of them. It was all of them. Probably has to do with the towers. Because they all use the same towers. GTHX is gapping up. But yeah, the main watches today, guys, just to go over them really quick. SCKT, 1. SOS. This is number 2. We're watching ALJJ. I need to see it hold. Same thing with like MYT, but they're not the top ones. Now, FORD, TRCH. And TRCH is moving some. BLCM, ATNF, KOPN. So yeah, I'm looking at some other stuff. I see like crypto stocks like BTBT. I saw like FT earlier, gapping up. I believe it's just a crypto related stock though. Then we've got like CNET showing up here. ARTL showing up as well. Look at ARTL. It's starting to try to move. SCKT under 8 now. So yeah, for all my southern U.S. people, how are y'all doing, man? How's y'all's weather? Because ours is struggling, you know. I'm trying to see if my display settings for OBS work. They should. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, was that it? Oh, it is it. I don't know what that is. Alright, I don't think the event's working. Let me open up Streamlabs. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to get the events working so I can see if people donate. Because like I don't want a bunch of people donating to me and then me not even be able to look at it. So hold on one second. If y'all can't tell, I'm on a huge flat screen TV. So far, so good, though, to be honest, man. But yeah, somebody said it's rolling blackouts. We're half on, half off. Man, it's weird trying to manage this thing on a TV. There we go. There we go. Alright, so I can see the subs now. That's one. One down. Bunch to go. I got the event list up. Hold on, guys. That's one. Fix that real quick. There we go. Let's get the second one up, which is, I believe, alert. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right, we got it set up. We are good now to go. We should be, at least. Somebody hit the subscribe button. Hey, listen. If it's your first time here, if you've never been to the stream before, if you appreciate the free content that we put out on an everyday basis, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. You know you want to. Just try it one time. And yeah, I certainly appreciate it. If you do get a generator, put a proper transfer switch and not just a patch cord feeding through a dryer plug like many do. Yeah, I mean, that's what we usually do. Poland full of snow, 20 degrees now in Florida. Moved to Columbia, weather is 70, 75. Hey, enjoy it, brother. Atlanta is 28 and rained all day. Last night, the people that had power lost it, and some people without power got it back. 12 in Alabama, 27 in Alabama. Philly getting up to 50 degrees, skiing all the time, snow and ice in Kentucky. Mid 80s in Southwest Florida. Doing flying in Arizona. Yeah. It's alligator. It's not crocodile. Alligators over here, bro. Alright. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to, Alright. Catch back up in the chat. Sorry, I'm gonna have to skip some stuff. Do you see AMC new buyer from HFF? Blockchain stocks going wild. Yeah, crypto is going up, guys, and that's what you got to understand about today. Here's Bitcoin right here. Here's Bitcoin right here. So Bitcoin got up to over 50K. It's still sitting at $50,185. So yeah, Bitcoin did move up. Looks strong. Yeah. In Toronto, Vern, yeah, man. NCLH. Norwegian cruise lines. I mean, I think with most cruise ships, I don't know enough about the company. I can look at the daily chart and see, but it's got hammered in the last year, but it's back up to 23s. Again, I think this is one where it's just going to be affected by the overall economy with COVID, and that like once the economy starts to roll back to normal, if and when, it'll probably continue to move back up. But again, who knows? I don't know enough about the fundamentals to really know what's going to happen with NCLH, but that's what I would guess for it. SOS pulling back to 950s. We'll see if it holds at 950. You also have this low here at the 930s. So we'll see if that holds for SOS. Here's SCKT. Sitting at 750. We'll see if that holds there too. I'm still holding all these crypto stocks. I'm trying to watch them. PLTR, XSPA. Yeah, we're watching those too. I'm just glad I can stream today and trade. I might be a little uncomfortable though. I just gotta find something I can prop this up on. I guess I can use that. No, it wouldn't work. I'm looking at ATHX. Look at the spike that just went on in ATHX. It depends on Earth says do you have to pay for market data and TOS. It depends on if you have it depends on if you have it depends on if you have money in your account. It depends on if your account's actually funded, you know. Alright. Alright. Trying to test this to see. Hey, my man Will. Hey, thank you, Will. So yeah, thank you for actually donating that. He says thanks for coming in on here every day and streaming your trading and advice. I've learned a lot from you since I started investing. Hey, thank you, Will. I appreciate that, brother. Hey, thank you for the donation because honestly, it helps me to see if everything's working. You know, like I didn't know if it was working or not. So thank you, sir. I appreciate that, dude. Shout out to you, Will. Happy to have you here, man. Can't even trade, have unsettled funds. Yeah, thanks, thank you, man. Save your neck. Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Desert? Yeah, everybody donate to make sure it's working. SOS is probably a scam. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, once the stream starts, I'll probably, I'm gonna have to find something. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this all day. I'll probably have to find something to prop up my laptop. Like, if I could find something where I could sit, I'd be alright. Like, I mean, I could always do this, but I don't know how it would look. Let me see. Oh, man. Let me see if I can pull this over. Like, see if this would work. Yeah, I mean, it would be, it's certainly gonna be better for my neck if I do it this way. It's probably better this way. But the problem is, the camera's so low. I just need to find something, like if I could find something to prop up, if I could find something to prop up my computer, that'd be good. This is actually way better though. I feel way better like this. Yeah. We don't mind your booger, save your neck, homie. Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's certainly way better. Lower the music a little. Gotcha, man. The difference though is that the mic isn't gonna be. Can y'all hear me well? Does that change the mic at all? Yeah, I lowered the music some. Let me know if that works. But yeah, the problem is the mic is now underneath the computer. Make sure this doesn't fall. There we go. Put this way. If I could find like something that can just prop this up. Yeah, we got like OXBR that's moving. We've got like AEI. I see like MYT. If MYT like fights its way back above the V-WAP, I'll buy a little bit. I see MDGS too, but yeah, SCKT, Socket Mobile, which again, this one came out with a new Bluetooth barcode scanner, or new mobile barcode scanner. The question is, does it hold at this 825 level? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I think that's the question for SCKT. Does it hold right there at like 860? We also have VYNE. I'm pretty sure this is a split of some sort. Yeah, this looks like a 4-to-1 split if I had to guess. But I don't know. We seem to be good this way. Let me catch back up in the chat. SNDL. It is 1 to 4. Hey. Yeah, that's what I meant. Not 4 to 1, but 1 into 4. You know. Or no, it's the opposite. It's 4 into 1. Like 4 shares go into 1 share, turn into 1 share. So it's 4 into 1. 4 to 1 is what it'd be, a 4 to 1 reverse split. Yeah, SOS. Yeah, SOS is big. We'll watch that one too. SAVA is still moving here. Watching forward some too. See PED, but it's too slow. TRCH. SOS still trying to hold. It did bounce at 950, and I think I talked about that too at 950. We did bounce there. What does Jack think of the snow? Man, they had so much fun. They had so much fun. Yeah, man, they had fun. We built snowmen, had snowball fights, played in the snow. I mean, it was honestly hard snow to build a snowman, and the snow's got to be wet snow. And it was really powdery snow, so it was hard to actually build a snowman with the snow we had yesterday. Because for a snowman, you need kind of thick, wet snow, and this wasn't really that. This was powdery snow. ZKIN pipe fitting company announced joining the DeFi protocol. Yeah, I mean, we get to take a look at it. Hold on. I believe you said ZKIN, right? Yeah, it's moving up some. Yeah, this is way better on my neck, guys. My neck honestly hurts just from sitting like I did before. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just hoping my power stays on, to be honest. ZKIN, sitting at just under 6. Strong little daily chart. I'm gonna remove this. There's too much levels. You can tell I day traded this one before, but the daily chart doesn't look bad. It looks strong. It's holding its gains for the most part here. You know, $4 underneath is held, and it continued up. I would look at like, it's over 550 now. I would look at like this level here. Probably 550 underneath this. We've got like 575 right there, and then 6 above us. So those are the levels I would watch if it breaks this pre-market high at least. But yeah, it's strong looking daily chart. Doesn't look bad. I just needed more. To be honest, for me, it needs more volume. The volume's just very light and slow. And so it's making big percentage moves, but just not on good volume. And so for me to trade it, I want to see more volume, to be honest. Now I'm looking at SNSS pop up on the list here too. Look, SNSS getting some volume coming in. Not the best volume, but some volume coming in at least. Better than before. Sorry, guys. But yeah, SNSS moving up. Let's see if we can find a catalyst here for it. Hold on. Alright, so the catalyst that I'm seeing for this is that Viracta Therapeutics announced the notice of allowance. Hey, how's the sound coming in, guys? That's what I want to know. Like, what's the sound like? Sound good? Sound clear? Is it okay where it is with the mic being way down there? How's the sound? Let me know. Low, muffled. Okay, I got you. Here, that should be noticeably better with the sound. Let me know if that's better. It should be. Let me put that up a little bit. There we go. Let me know if that's better with the sound. Voice high. Sound a little low. That's good. Music low, but sounds good. Alright. You need a better mic. Sounds horrible. Nah, I brought my other mic here. Let me see. Let me make sure it's picking up my right mic. Yeah, I'll tell you what though. This Yeti mic, man, these are terrible mics, bro. I mean, I have the Yeti Snowball. No pun intended with all the craziness here. But this Yeti mic sucks, to be honest. This Yeti Nano mic, just terrible. I have my other mic too. I brought it with me, but I figured this one would work. So let me know if it's better or if it's good enough. Let me listen to it real quick. It is using the right one. Will, hey, thank you, brother. Shout out to you, man. If you have access to OTC, check out Hive and HUT. There's 2 cheap blockchain companies that haven't opened up yet. Hey, I'll check them out, Will. Hey, thank you, brother. I want to get involved with trading pink sheet stacks. I haven't really traded them that much. You said HIVE, right? Today's the 16th, yeah. Alright, sorry. I gotta transfer some money. But yeah. I don't see HIVE here. BDRY. Here, let me check those out. Hold on one second, bro. Let me see. Put this up a little bit. There we go. Hive is Canadian. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see those then, brother. HBVTF. Can't hear you when you hurt. I mean, I can always bring the mic closer to me like this, but it's not going to be as effective. I mean, it'll sound better, obviously, but it's not going to be. I'm not going to be able to hold this mic this whole time. Yeah. Now it's like a talk show. Everything's fine. That's too close. That's better. Stay like that. Sounds good. Yeah. I mean, I would have to hold it to my hand though. Hold on. I might have like a little trick. I mean, we should be good like this though. Like y'all should be able to hear me. Can y'all hear me okay like this? If not, man, I'm gonna have to buy a new mic because this mic sucks. I have another mic with me though, so like I can swap it out. Yeah. All right. Listen, I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna listen to it on stream, guys. So just bear with me. Hold on one second. Let me see how this sounds. All right, testing 1 2. Yeah, man. The mic's fine. The mic's fine right here. Y'all should be good with that. That's come on now. Yeah. All right. Distractions up in here. But yeah. I'm looking at like APWC too. Here's APWC. We're watching that. But yeah, honestly, the big movers that we're looking at, SCKT, Socket Mobile, they're putting out a new Bluetooth barcode scanner. It's got 4 million in the float, so it's a small float, certainly. Hey, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that, brother. Oh, I went closer when I tested it. I mean, I can check it out again. Hold on. Testing 1 2. Hold on. Testing 1 2. Yeah, y'all are good, man. Come on. All right. I didn't get close at that time. Y'all making me waste time over here. We got BIOC that's popping up too. SHIP. Yeah, I was looking at. I'm gonna watch the shipping stocks again today. But yeah, my main watches right now, at least SCKT, Socket Mode was probably at the top of the list. We're looking at WBAI. I don't know if I trust it. It's not that much volume. We're also looking at ALJJ. Don't know if I like that one either, though. We're gonna have to wait and see. We got MYT moving a little bit. We got TRCH moving a little bit. And then Ford, obviously, and then we're really watching Bitcoin stocks. But two main watches are SCKT and SOS. These two small floats. I think at least SCKT is a small float. What's the float on SOS, guys? Somebody help me out. Hey, thank you, Wyndon. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah. I can hear you. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah. 42 million. Yeah, FORD is not the car company. It's a different Ford. It is. I can't remember what this is, but I saw it on. I went over this one in the stream on Sunday. 42 million is the outstanding shares, so float is lower. Okay, so it's less than 42 million. So it's small enough. So yeah, we're watching SCKT, and then we're watching SOS. Those two are probably the main watches. I mean, we got a few other ones that we can keep an eye on, like MYT, ALJJ. But yeah, those two are really the ones that we're watching the most. SOS and SCKT. We're also going to look at Bitcoin stocks because like Bitcoin has been testing 50K for the last few hours. It broke over to 51K in its previous The new lifetime high for Bitcoin, you can see here, is 51,065. So new lifetime high for Bitcoin. With that, we're getting a lot of Bitcoin and crypto related stocks move up. We got NXTD, MARA, RIOT, all moving up nicely here that we can pay attention to if we're looking at Bitcoin, just based off of sympathy. Still looking for some other stuff, but those are really the main watches right now, and we got a decent amount of stuff that we can pay attention to today. Again, SCKT, WBAI, we got ALJJ, we've got MYT, we've got TRCH, we've got FORD, we've got BIOC, we've got SOS, like I said, DFFN. So we got enough that we can pay attention to. DFFN's gapping up as well. SESN is moving a little bit as well. So yeah, we got enough to watch. Gonna look at shipping, like I said, SHIP and TOPS, and then we got like CAN is moving up as well. HCMC, yeah, I've had a lot of people talk about that one for the last few days. I'm not much of a pink sheet trader. Oh no, you're good, Gabriel. I appreciate you clarifying, brother. Yeah, you're good, man. Like I said, we're good. To be honest, I'm just glad I'm streaming right now. Yeah, SCKT's got a very small float. Somebody else said 4 million for SCKT, but regardless, certainly a small float, less than 10 million in the float for SCKT. Big moves here, and this is probably going to be the main watch as well as SOS. These two, SCKT and SOS, are probably going to be the ones that we're paying the most attention to, as long as they end up moving at the opening bell. But yeah, what I was going to say is I'm just glad I can stream today, guys. Like y'all don't understand, man. I mean, some of y'all do. If y'all are in the South, the southern U.S., y'all know. You know, if you're Texas, Louisiana, Florida, I don't know if Florida is actually struggling, but Texas, Louisiana, they're certainly struggling with snow right now. But I'm just glad I can stream, because really all day yesterday I didn't have power. You know, new highs for SCKT. Yeah, we're up there, and you know we can look at it. Here's 850s that we can watch. We're watching 850s. Yeah, when it's like 2 million, it's bad. No snow in Florida. I'm about to make some money and go fishing. Hey, do your thing, man. It never snows in Mississippi, bro. Listen, y'all don't want the snow. Like y'all think. Listen, I wanted snow when I was a kid, and when I, you know, even as an adult, there's been some times where I've wanted snow, so I get it. But this thing shut down the whole Texas economy. You know, power's out. You know, a lot of people don't have power. They don't have heat. The roads are icy and dangerous. Hey, dude. Hey, what you doing in here, man? What you doing in here, bro? Come here. Here, you know you can't. Hey, you can't hang out in here, dude. Come here.
They have a Kirby doll.
They do have a Kirby doll. I used to play Kirby. You know, that was like my video game. You should try the video game Kirby. I think you would like it. Because you like Kirby, but you don't even play the game.
I do like Kirby, and I played the game.
You played the game?
Yeah.
Alright, hey, come here. Here, give me a hug. And then you gotta get out of here. You come say hey to everybody. And you gotta get out of here. Look, here's Jack. Look at you, man. Look at you. Look, you're on the TV, bro. You're a star right now, dude. Alright, I love you. Get out of here. Alright. Hey. Alright. Alright, guys. I'm gonna have to go into dad mode real quick. Hold on one second. You know, I guess my son popped out of my mom's basement, as they say. You know, nah. me catch you back up in the chat. Jack just hijacked the channel. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I used to live in Michigan. Let me catch back up in the chat. Everybody's saying hey to Jack. Yeah. Not having heat is scary right now. Yeah, bro, we didn't have heat, dude. It was honestly crazy. I was so mad at Entergy. Yeah. My family just moved to South Florida from Ohio. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good kid. Yeah, he certainly looks like Carol. I mean, here's the thing, right? We get a lot of people saying he looks like Carol. I posted this. I'm gonna show you guys what I looked like as a child. All right, and like we get a lot of people saying he looks like my wife, and to their credit, he certainly does. But I'm gonna show you what I looked like as a kid. I posted it to our Discord the other day, and you guys would probably see it. Hold on. Let me find it. Jack. No, you can't hang out in here, dude. She's back in here. Anyways. Let me see if I can find it. See, Kyle posted this setup. Yeah, here it is. Watch this picture, guys. But yeah, this was me around Jack's age. You know what I mean? That was me. You know, I don't know what happened to my hair. I don't know why my hair changed colors or like what happened with it. But like that was me around Jack's age. Like I don't know what happened to me and like why my hair all of a sudden just turned brown from blonde. But hey, that was me as a kid, and you can see that looks like Jack. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me figure out how to get rid of this thing now. There we go. But that was baby me as a kid, you know. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, and I get that a lot. Like I get that up. Jack looks like Carol, and then I pull out the picture of how I actually looked as a kid, and everybody's like, okay, yeah. I don't know what happened to me though. I think he goes through stages, and I think you go through stages as a child, in that, you know, sometimes he looks like Carol, sometimes he looks like me. I think every dad secretly wants their son to look like them, but sometimes it just doesn't go that way, you know. But yeah. SOS popping up. Well, it's holding at 950s, and so 950s is going to be a major level for SOS. SCKT is squeezing up to 990s, $10, guys. So huge rip in SCKT. Big squeeze here, and this is the power of a small float team. So we broke this high right here, and it's continuing to squeeze up. Sorry, catch you back up in the chat. Yeah, Yeah, it's very common for people who are blonde as kids to have their hair turn dark. Yeah, my hair turned dark, and it's like, my hair is not super, like, my hair is dirty blonde, right? Or, like, my hair is light brown. And, like, I have little streaks of blonde in it still that's left over. But my hair was super blonde as a kid. So it's like, it just changed when I got older. Acquisition Catalyst WBAI just released. Jasper, if you can hit that like button, hey, thank you, Sean. Life happened, yeah, I guess, man. Yeah. Nah, chat, you never know what kind of weirdos are in chat. The internet is not a good place for kids. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Jack, run some technicals. Yeah, I mean, I don't care what yeah, he likes the no green screen. Yeah, well, I'm the only one up. It's early, so like my son gets up early like I do, which is good. But yeah, man, SCKT, regardless of whether it's a good company or bad company, this thing is squeezing up big, making huge percentage moves. At this point in time, the range is so big, you got to be careful with it. I don't know what we're gonna do here for it. But huge range at this point in time, and we're at lifetime highs here, so there's not really any historical levels that we can play off of right now. You know, the last historical level I believe was down here at 5s, so yeah, there's a lot of movement here. And again, I don't know if this is going to hold, but if it does, this thing might go parabolic, and I think that's something we have to watch for as well if it does hold. Sneaking up on, yeah, man. Getting into stocks has fixed my sleep schedule. Yeah, for sure. I get up early now. There's nothing I can do about it. Like, I'm up, at this point in time, it's weird, dude. I've never had a sleep schedule like this. I get up at 5 a.m. now, and I'm just up. I can't go back to sleep. But yeah, SCKT still squeezing. Hit $11 basically. Got up to 10.94s. We'll see if it holds at 10. You can see $10 is kind of a big level that I think a lot of people are watching here. Is this the same song again? Alright, sorry guys. Catching back up here. Alright. We got a lot of message on Discord. Forex. Yeah, we got almost 1,000 people here, so at least y'all are showing up today. Right. Yeah, we're looking at AMC and Wall Street Bets. Listen, I got a few people talking about how here's AMC, and we're looking at AMC. We're gonna watch it. It's gapping up some. I mean, hey, it's at $6. GameStop is sitting over 52 now. So like I said, I'll scalp these, and which is why I put these in the title. Like if these look good enough for scalps, I'll take them. You know, it just depends. But if these look good enough for scalps, I'll take them. You know, it just depends. AMC is something I'm certainly a little bit more interested in scalping than GameStop, just based off of price and movement. Now, they still have a big range, but I think we got to be careful with it and watch them. And so, yeah, we're watching AMC and GameStop. SCKT still popping up here. It's at 1050s. And then SOS is moving up. Again, what I'm watching for SOS here is like 950s right there. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on. Just join, why not in your basement today? So yeah, so if you're just now joining us, team, what happened is that so South Texas and Louisiana got hit with bad snowstorms for the last day and a half. I haven't had power, I haven't had heat, I haven't had my fireplace is broken apparently too. No internet, no cell phone service, to be honest. Like, it would be fine. Like, I think realistically, I think I probably would have stayed at my house if I would have at least had like cell phone service, so I can because like I have a bunch of battery packs that I could keep stuff running, and like we had a neighbor that let us use their generator, but without phone service you literally can't do anything. You know, like at least if I had phone service, I'd have a mobile hotspot. I could at least watch something, and I don't mind reading books, but man, you know, it was rough. Hey, my man, we have storms like that all the time in New York City area. Yeah, for sure. But New York City has the infrastructure to sustain the economy and business with snowstorms. Texas and South Texas and Louisiana just were not ready for it. It cut out our power, everything. Like, there were tons of wrecks. All the hotels were booked up. It was just a mess. But yeah, so now I am at... we have some friends, Julie and Trong, and we're at their house. They let us stay here. All the hotels got booked up. We tried to get a hotel, but we couldn't even do that. Was it Scott who says you could use the generator? No. Yeah. Can't F with Texas unless you're snow. Then you totally can. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no one has snow tires here. No one does. It's a mess. Trust me, it's a mess. Y'all don't want to be here right now. I'll put it that way. Nobody wants to be here right now. Alright, SCKT's pulling back some. It's under 10. There's 10. Still watching 11s here. But yeah, SCKT's pulling back some. Again, very small float for this one. Tiny float here. Diamond hands. Yeah, man. A foot of snow. Hey, listen. We're just not ready for it. The reason we're not ready for it is because it never snows here. Listen, I've lived in South Louisiana all my life, you know, and then I've lived in Texas for the last like 10 years. You know what I mean? It's never snowed like this ever. So this is a rarity. This is an anomaly that Texas just was not ready for. We're just not ready for it. At least I'll put it this way: our energy company wasn't ready for. Our energy company wasn't ready for it. Really, they're the ones that weren't prepared. Texas was okay. Like, we drove in it. We were fine. but our energy company wasn't ready for it, and they're the ones that really blame for all of this mess because they couldn't hold up their part of the deal, which is just let people have our energy. But yeah. ARTL's fighting its way back above the V-WAP. Yeah, we could watch that. I see SINO popping up some here as well, and I've seen this one move a lot before for SINO. Not a bad daily chart. I just want to see it hold 7. Or I guess not 7 anymore. It's over 9 now. We'll see what happens when it gets to 10. Here's SINO. It's hard for me to look up the floats today, guys, so just bear with me on that. No, I never saw that one. TRBG. ARTL. Yeah, we're watching it. I see a few other ones that are popping up that we missed. AIKI. Seeing SNDL pop up. Here's the question, right? And this is what we talked about on stream, on the Benzinga stream. The question I have with these cannabis stocks, are these cheap enough to buy now? What do you guys think in the chat? Are these cannabis stocks cheap enough to really get involved with now? I know SNDL specifically dropped down to like 2s, you know, and if I could, the problem is I'm out of day trades on Webull, I guess. Yeah, I mean, SNDL, I see ZOM popping up here. What do you guys think about SNDL? I don't know. It's one of those ones where, I don't know. We're watching it though. It's up to 220s. And again, I think I'm out of trades on Webull. They haven't reached half potential yet. It's definitely a buy. I don't know, man. I've already made my money with it. Like last week, I'll put it this way. Last week with SNDL, we had a lot of people that got upset when I sold my positions. You know, I talked about selling SNDL last week, and I talked about this on the Benzinga show too. But like, I held SNDL. I'll show you the actual trade I got into is here. I entered it here at like 120s, and I sold it up here at like the 320s. But I kind of scaled out off and on all the way up to $4. And when I sold this, everybody got super upset with me. You know, we got down to right here. At 320s is where I took profits. We got down to 320s and I took the rest of my shares off. I ended up exiting the rest of my shares, got flat on SNDL. A lot of people freaked out when I did that. They got super upset with me. I mean, listen, this one has like 1.4 billion in the float. So it's not like I'm influencing this thing much at all. So it's not like me selling there is going to do anything to SNDL. But in hindsight, it was certainly the right move. It was certainly a good sell. And so at this point in time, you got to understand, like, I sold at 320s, but a lot of other people did not, you know. Sorry, my nose is ruddy. But I sold at 320s, but a lot of other people did not. And so with that, we got a lot of bag holders sitting here. We got a lot of bag holders just sitting here. The question is, what happens to it now? You know, is it going to stay up? Is it going to sustain? I don't know. You know, it's cheap enough for me to consider buying like a small amount of shares, holding it longer term in anticipation of legalization, right? But it's also one of the worst cannabis companies that I think we can look at this point. We got like ACB, we've got TLRY, you know, a lot of the cannabis stocks are pulling back major levels. Sorry guys, my nose is like itching. Ugh. I think there's some dust, but But no, we're watching it regardless. You know, and again, I know we're gonna get some people that are mad at me for saying I don't know and for saying that there's bag holders in there. There's certainly some bag holders, 100%. I'm a bag holder. Yeah, I mean, listen, I almost stuck it out. Like, I almost stuck it out. But, like, in the end, I just wanted to take my profit. When you get into a swing trade and you're up over 100% in the swing trade, I don't think taking profit off is a bad thing. And again, looking in hindsight, I ended up getting out at 320s. And I talked about it on stream. Like, you know, I talked about where my exit was. I got out here, you know. And so, looking in hindsight, it was certainly a good exit. And the question now, again, that we have to ask ourselves is, it's not about whether we're going to get a bump during legalization. I think we're going to get a bump during legalization. The question we have to ask ourselves is, where is this thing going to go before then? Right? That's the question. And again, I don't hate it at $2, but I could also easily see it coming back down as well. Like, I could see this one dropping down to like 150s. And so if that's going to happen, I don't know if it's going to be a good buy here. And again, it's a very difficult one to figure out. It's got a huge float. It's been diluted a ton. And to be honest, I think there's probably safer cannabis companies to invest in, like ACB, TLRY, you know, and they're getting hammered too. And so I do think it might get influenced by the cannabis sector, but again, we'll have to wait and see. GNCA, SOS. Yeah, I gotta change this song. I'm not feeling this song. Hey, my man Will, CLVR is my top hot stock. Small float SPAC, just marking a few months. They have a huge cost advantage. CLVR, hey, thank you, Will. I appreciate the $5, brother. It's a SPAC. So yeah, I mean, I'll consider it. I think with cannabis, what I'm going to try to do is I'm just going to try to diversify. And so I think with that, we're going to have to, diversify, because I think the way you have to look at it is like this. Okay, so if you think cannabis is going to get a bump in the initial legalization push that we might get this year, then you just got to diversify, because I think some cannabis stocks are good, some are bad. And it's hard to tell just because it's such a new market overall in the last few years. But I don't hate CLVR. I just have to research it a little bit further. And if it looks good, it might be one of those ones that I diversify into and take a few shares, you know, a few small positions, and then, you know, see what happens, try to get a few. But if I'm being honest, I still might buy a little bit of SNDL. It just depends on if it's up here or not. I think I'm out of trades on Webull. Hey, and listen, guys, if you want to use Webull, you get... Whoa, I got a bunch of free stocks. But yeah, if you want to use Webull and help support your boy here in this free live stream, check out the description. The Webull link is in the description. If you open up an account for Webull, you get a free stock. If you deposit $100, you get another free stock. They've got free paper trading. Again, zero commission stock and options trades. Free scanners. You know, really dope platform with Webull. And yeah, you get free stocks. You just by opening up an account and depositing $100. Check out the description if you want to check out Webull, help support your boy here. And again, I mean, I think for new traders, free paper trading, that's a pretty good deal. Y'all go check it out. SCKT, back over 10. It's sitting at 1050s now. We're going to wait and see what happens. Watching 10, 1050s, and 11, these are kind of major levels. We also have like 950 down here that we could pay attention to. So watching these half and whole dollars for it, it just depends on what happens at the open. We got about 40 minutes before the bell. We got over 1,000 people here though, so good morning, team. Catch back up in the chat. That's billion with a B, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I need 3 more likes. Hey, y'all hit that like button. What do you mean you're out of trades on Webull? So I have a, I have a margin account on Webull, and so they restrict my day trades. And so like, most of the time I'm running out of my day trades just from, what did I lose money from? Oh, alright. There we go. Yeah, it lagged a little bit. I'm still holding silver. But I'm out of day trades. I won't have any more day trades left until Thursday. So we've got today and tomorrow. And then after that, I'll have a few day trades left. But with that said, if I'm trying to invest in Webull, I'm not going to be able to until Thursday. So we'll see where SNDL is at there. I mean, I guess I could, but if I bought SNDL, it would have to be an investment. You know, there's nothing I could do. Like, if it started to absolutely tank, I would have to get out, or I'd have to hold throughout the night, and I just don't like that amount of risk. We have DFF in here. But yeah, the two main watches, guys, I think a lot of other people are watching these too, SCKT and SOS. That's what everybody's watching right now. They look very similar too. I know SOS has less than 40 million in the float. SCKT has the smallest, or one of the smallest floats we're looking at today with 4 million in the float is from what most people have been saying here. WBAI had some big parabolic rips too. This one's up almost 100%. About 90% it looks like. SINO still looking okay here. Most of the stocks I'm looking at are around. We got TRCH here. That looks good. What's the float, guys? Somebody help me out and tell me the float of TRCH. I know I looked it up on Sunday's show. I just can't remember what it was. I mean, I could look it up, I guess. I use Benzinga, Brandon, so you can check out the Benzinga scans in the description. You'll see Benzinga links. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of people with a bunch of different floats. Alright, so the float that I'm seeing most people say here is in between 70 million and 120 million. So with that, it's going to be a larger float for TRCH. We'll probably have a smaller range. And it is a smaller range relative to most of these other stocks. I mean, it's up about 20%. In pre-market, it looks like it's about, it's about 25%. So it's up about 25% in pre-market for TRCH. Again, I want to see it hold this 380 level, and I think this 380 level is important. You can see it was the previous high of the day over here in pre-market, and so we'll see if it holds that. But it's kind of choppy over the last few minutes, and I think we just gotta wait for it. But yeah, main watches, I'll go ahead and list them again. SCKT, SOS, FORD is one we're watching, but it's mostly SCKT, SOS, TRCH, SINO, and that's about it. I mean, we got some other stuff that we're watching, obviously. Like, I'm going to look at, like, tops and then the shipping stocks to see if they move. But that's basically it. We got AIKI pushed up over highs here. We got BRN. ZKIN's moving up, so we'll watch this one too. I just need more volume for ZKIN if I'm going to trade it. We got MYT as well. We got some that... Okay, so what I'm usually looking for at the opening bell is I'm looking for these stocks to drop initially at the open. So, like, I want to see some drops at the opening bell, to be honest. I want to see some pullbacks at the open, and then I want to see a reversal and then a move back up, right? So, like, I want to see a drop and then a red to green move and a break of previous highs at the opening bell. And so with that, it doesn't really matter if some of these are below the V-WAP, because if we do get that type of thing, we want to see it break over the V-WAP and actually hold. So with that, we kind of have to wait and see what happens there. But just because it's below the V-WAP, what I'm saying is, just because it's below the V-WAP doesn't necessarily mean I'm not going to trade it today. And we're just going to have to wait for it. So with that, we're watching MYT, FORD, and a few of these other ones as well to see if we get some reversals in. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Again, let me know what you like right now. Hey, what's up, Trader T? 1,000 viewers, low float stock, 50 each. That's a 50,000 shoe order. What? Rick? You don't know. You don't understand trading lingo. Bro, we need solid stocks. Let's focus on 5 stocks, not too many. Yeah, I mean, that's really what I've mostly given you guys is 4 or 5 stocks. Again, SCKT, SOS, TRCH, SINO. And I mean, that's about it. I mean, I don't even know if there's 5. It's mostly 4. And those, and again, what I'm saying though is like, if some of these are below the V-WAP, that's okay. What you guys got to understand is that I'm mostly a scalping day trader. So like, am I trying to invest in most of these companies? No. Most of these are terrible companies. Most penny stocks under $10 are just garbage companies that are eventually going to go to zero over the next decade. But it doesn't mean you can't kind of exploit some momentum from them, and that's ultimately what I'm going to try to do. And again, I'm just glad I can trade today because... Hey, thank you, Will. I appreciate the $3. I'm just glad I could trade today from the snow. Can you explain V-WAP briefly and what to look for? Yeah, so I mean, what I mean when I'm looking at the V-WAP here, SINO is kind of, maintaining above that. But yeah, what I really am looking for, guys, is I want to look for okay, so it's just my own personal preference. Everybody's a little bit different, right? But like when I'm trading these stocks, what I'm really looking for is I want to see the stock above the V-WAP. The V-WAP is a short-term intraday trend indicator. So if a stock's maintaining above the V-WAP, if you look at like SINO here, you can see it's maintaining above the V-WAP. Now where if you look at like, what was the other one I looked at? TRCH or FORD. Yeah, if you look at FORD on the other hand, you can see it's maintaining below the V-WAP. And so it's going to tell you the short-term trend. Below the V-WAP, downtrend, short-term. Above the V-WAP, upward trend, bullish, short-term. And so with that, in order for me to take the trade as a scalper, as a day trader, I want to see the stock above the V-WAP. Like FORD has to be above the V-WAP, and it has to maintain above the V-WAP if I'm going to get interested in it and take a long position on it because I'm really not going short. And so one of the things I look for a lot is I look for like reversals above the V-WAP. So if like FORD is below the V-WAP, I want to look for like maybe a drop at the open, but then a quick reversal break above the V-WAP level, and then like let me clear this, or let me remove this to make it a little bit easier to understand. Yeah, we might get like an opening drop. I'm looking for sentiment changes, and one of the ways I'm looking for that sentiment change is I want to look for a push above the V-WAP, a pull back to it where I might buy a dip, and then a bounce off of that V-WAP level, right? And if you dip by it right here, it could be a profitable play. It's not always going to work. Nothing works 100%. But that's what I'm kind of looking for is a sentiment change. And to identify that sentiment change, I'm looking for like quick reversals back above the V-WAP, and then I want to see it pull back to the V-WAP and actually hold that level as support. That's a good way to see the sentiment change from bearish, from downward to upward, and that's what I look for a lot of the time. I appreciate the $3 though, Will. Thank you, bro. SCKT starting to push up. It's at 11s now. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, so SCKT is trying to push and hold over 11. Hey, thank you, Will. Appreciate that, brother. Hey, thanks, man. But yeah, we're watching 11s. We're going to see what happens. But we're watching $11, and we'll see if it actually holds there now. We got 1,100 people here, though, guys. We got like 40 minutes till the bell. But I appreciate the support regardless. What's the symbol, Vu? CCIV. Yeah, we're looking at it. PLTR. Yeah, I mean, PLTR just got hammered. Down. Yeah, obviously something bad came out for this one. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, thank you, Joshua. I appreciate the sub, bro. Welcome in. I'm gonna have to put this to the side and maybe mute the music until this is done. Yeah, I'm gonna mute the music, guys, for you until the subscribers are done. I don't know what, I think I've just been getting so many new subscribers per day that it kind of lags out Streamlabs, and consequently it makes all the subscribers pop up at once. And so it'll just keep telling me new subscriber, for like 2 or 3 minutes. And so in order to avoid that sound bugging everybody, I'm just going to mute this music for the next 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll come back to it once it's ready, you know. But yeah, for PLTR here, something bad happened. I'm trying to look up the catalyst for you right now. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Alright, so PLTR reported quarterly losses of 8 cents per share, missed the analyst consensus estimate of 2 cents per share. So it was much bigger than expected quarterly losses for PLTR. It reported quarterly sales of 322 million, which was better than the estimate of 300.7 million. It expects first quarter sales growth of 45% year over year, and 2021 sales growth of 30% year over year. They delivered big data analytics software solutions to the U.S. government projects. They released a few other things. But yeah, that's the catalyst here that caused PLTR to drop like this. It's just worse than expected revenue. I believe it was revenue. EOLS is getting some volume coming in. You can see EOLS here gapping up from 760s to 860s, gapping up about $1. You know, about 12-13% here for EOLS. So we'll see what happens for this, but SCKT pulling back some, got as high as 1120s. So we're watching this one certainly. It's just got a lot of momentum to attack. Again, what I originally look for SCKT is this range. So you can see this range here. This is the range I'm really watching. I want to see if this range actually holds. But yeah, that's what I'm paying the most attention to right now for it. They beat sales but miss EPS. Okay. Yeah, earnings are like 95% sell the news, no matter if it's good. Yeah, you buy the rumor, you sell the news. Earnings are what, like, a lot of new traders get involved with, like, earnings releases because they think it's going to be an easy buy. Like, you watch the stock, it has good earnings, you buy the stock, it goes up. At least that's a lot of people's idea with earnings, and sometimes that does work. But the problem with it is that good earnings sometimes tanks a stock. You know what I mean? Like, just because people front load onto them, and it causes this weird momentum where sometimes good earnings can cause a stock to drop. And it's just a really weird dynamic that a lot of people aren't ready for. Like, they think it's just going to be a simple 1-2, buy the earnings, you know, get out on a big push. But a lot of the times earnings actually drop the stock. So it's just a weird dynamic. If there's anything even slightly seen as negative in those earnings releases, you know, it can definitely hurt the stock for sure. Immunogen, nah, I've never checked that one. FTFT, yeah, we'll watch it, FTFT. We're going to see what happens there with it. But I believe that's a crypto-related stock. And again, a lot of the news today was from crypto. Here's FTFT. Nice gap. Not the best volume, to be honest. But it does have, you know, a nice little gap here. Let me see what the 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, not the best volume relative to some of the other movers today for FTFT. I believe this is a crypto stock. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody else said Immunogen. I believe that's IMGN. Is that right? Yeah. IMGN. I mean, same thing with this one. Not enough volume. Nice gap up yesterday, so I think there's some levels to play off of for IMGN. Like, you can see this level here. You know, we can play off of that. or 1075 right here. You can play off of those levels, but again, the volume's so light that it would need to be a longer term trade if you're going to try to take it. For me as a day trader, it's just not something I'm super interested in trading, to be honest. Please explain volume and where we can find it. I mean, it's not really where you can find it. I mean, okay, so we can look at this, right? This is the entire session of pre-market, right? A stock like SCKT has got like 21 million shares traded. So you can see SCKT is one of the ones I talked about earlier today. Just a lot of volume. Really, I don't need that much volume. I mean, that's a lot of volume, and it's good volume. But, like, you're not going to find that type of volume on most of these moves, right? Like, what I'm really looking for with most of mine is anything over, like, 1 or 2 million. Like, if it has over 1 or 2 million shares in the pre-market session, that usually is enough volume to watch at the opening bell for me. Now, it's preference. Everybody's a little bit different. But if it has 1 or 2 million shares in pre-market, that's fine for me. And that's plenty. But again, if we look at some of these stocks that don't really have that, like I'm watching WBAI, but you can see low volume. You know, big percentage move and gap up, but low volume. And so, again, it's crucial to have good volume on the stock. And if it doesn't, you know, I'm going to be a little bit more skeptical. Same thing with Ford right now, FORD, low volume. Slow push, and so it's not the most favorable in my opinion, but everybody's a little bit different, and we'll have to see what happens. New location, John. You down at Scott's house now? Thank you, really helpful. Yeah, no worries. BNGO, AIKI. I mean, AIKI is moving up a little bit. Here's EOLS. AIKI is moving up some. You know, I mean, I guess big is relative, but it's moving up some. You know, is it incredible? No, the volume's too light for me. Like I like this push, but you can just see how in how it looks. The volume's not quite up enough. Now it is over the V-WAP and it is over the previous closing price. One of my favorite levels is the previous closing price. This light blue line right here. It tells you where the stock goes from red or green on the day, from red to green on the day, and from green to red, and so forth and so on. And so it is one of my favorite levels, but this one doesn't really have enough volume. And we did break over the previous close and the V-WAP, so we do have that sentiment change, kind of what I was talking about earlier, where it's like low volume, kind of a drop in pre-market, but we have a big sentiment change with a rip over this, and then actually it held the V-WAP on this second push. So not terrible, but I need more volume if I'm going to trade it. Ship did a jump. Yeah, and I talked about the shipping stocks on Friday too, or on Sunday, I mean. But yeah, here's SHIP, and we're certainly watching it. Ship looks a little bit better than Tops too. Here's Tops. Tops is starting to kind of rebound, yeah, but Ships doesn't look bad. We're watching it. There's 230s. TXMD. TXMD, TRCH. Yeah, we can look at. Yeah, TRCH is breaking highs here. And again, I think somebody else said that this one had anywhere between 70 and 120 million in the float. We can watch it for sure. I mean, this is something that I don't know what the catalyst here. Let me see if I can find the catalyst real quick, actually. This is Torchlight. Their senior secured lender converted the remaining 1.5 million of senior debt into common stock at a conversion price of $1.50 per share for a total of 1 million shares. leaves Torchlight with no term debt remaining in the books, which is good. This came out early this morning, which is causing TRCH to move up, but man, I talked about this one on Sunday too. And yeah, I mean, volume looks good. At least over the last hour or so, volume's solid enough to watch. Daily chart doesn't look bad. I mean, we're way up here now. Yeah, we're at the lifetime highs for TRCH too. Again, the only problem is it has a larger float, but it's certainly not looking terrible. I'll put it that way. TXMD. TXMD is too slow. There's no volume here. Looks like a larger float too. I'm just assuming based off of how it looks. What's the float here for TXMD, guys? But yeah, I mean, I don't really like the daily chart either, to be honest. It spikes and fails. You know, spike, fail, spike, fail, spike, fail. And now it's been pushing up over the last month or two. But yeah, I don't know. I think $2 is a make or break it level for TXMD. And again, for me, it just doesn't have enough volume right now. 266 million in the float. Yeah, it's a large float stock too, which might also explain why the volume is like this. ZOM. Yeah, I mean, ZOM is something I've been watching ever since Carol Baskin pumped it. And it's been making some nice moves. I mean, this one reminds me of SNDL to a certain extent, but I know it's not cannabis. I don't know what the actual company does. And you can see I've traded it a bunch before. But, yeah, not a bad looking daily chart. I think 250s is a big level for Samitica here. Right here. And we'll see if it holds. 250s. It's been sideways for the last day, and so I think it has to hold 250 and then start to push up if it's going to change the sentiment, and a lot of traders looking at it. But we'll have to wait and see. I know that one's a large float too, so it's going to be hard to get some real big momentum coming in. Oh, the music stopped. Okay, my bad here. Yeah, I'll fix the music. There we go. My bad. How you holding up in the great 2021 Texas blizzard? I'm doing alright, bro. Like I said, I'm at my friend's house right now, or one of our family friends. Our power, heat, Wi-Fi, data, internet, everything was out at my house. Luckily, we tried to get a hotel, but the hotels got bought up fast. And so we went and we're staying at a family friend's house. STON. Yeah, TRCH. Hey, we'll see if it holds at $4. So TRCH is sitting at $4.15 now. Here's $4. I want to see if it holds 4. If it pulls back, I might dip by this for TRCH too. If it pulls back to 4, I don't know if it's going to. I think that'll work. Buy the ass, sell the bid, and then I'll put a sell market there if I need to get out like really fast. Please stop sleeping on Trivago. I mean, I've been watching Trivago for years. Travel company. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what Trivago is gonna do. Alright, so we'll see if we can hold 350. Here's 350 right here. You can tell it tested it once and it held that support, but for me, just based off of the whole, like, I think it's an unstable sector in that, like, Trivago is like an online travel booking website, right? And I think that market is unstable because of all the stuff going on. Now, I think that it's an interesting, like, okay, so I think when the economy rolls back to normal, at least more back to normal, then we're going to get an initial push in all of these travel-related stocks like TRVG, even all the way up to, like, cruise lines. But the question is, where's it going to be when that happens? And if people have already front-loaded onto that move, maybe that's what this initial push is from. As a whole, like, I don't like the entire business, but I do think that there's a story to take advantage of with, like, the economy coming back to normal and getting an initial push there. But again, I don't know, I'm skeptical of it. But again, that should be okay. One of the weirdest things, and I'm not saying anybody's doing this here, but a lot of the times if I don't like something, people get mad. Listen, we all have our own subjective view on things. And I've been watching Trivago and trading Trivago kind of off and on for years, so I'm just a little bit skeptical of it, and we'll have to wait and see if I'm wrong there. I might very easily be wrong, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I love snow too, but do you put in limit or buy orders when getting into the stock? I try to use limit orders. Sometimes I use market orders when I shouldn't. Bad habit of mine, really, but I try to use limit orders. SOS failing. $9.50 and it's got to be the level for SOS. I mean, I think a lot of other traders are watching $9.50 too, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But yeah, $9.50 is the level. We'll see if it holds that or not. XSPA, yeah, SOS is pulling back. SCKT is pulling back some, and these rips are never going to hold and sustain. But again, you can see the range I'm watching here for SCKT. And so I want to see what happens when it breaks out of that range. I think for SCKT it's got to hold 9, but yeah, we're going to watch it. XSPA. Yeah, I mean, for XSPA, I just need to see it hold. Which I don't know if it's going to, but I do want to see it hold. I wonder what it looks like outside. Honestly, I haven't even looked outside yet, you know. Hey mate, what happened to your cam feed? No, I didn't change it. I'm just not at my house right now. So like I'm on my laptop at a friend's house just because we lost our power. You know, we've got like a blizzard over here in Texas. And so I lost my power. Didn't have power all day yesterday. Didn't have internet, didn't have heat. Hotels got booked up too fast, and so we weren't able to get a hotel, and I didn't really want to stay at a motel. So yeah, we're at a friend's house right now, and luckily she has better internet than I do, you know. Yeah, I heard about that, Trader T. I heard about some people having like weird margin calls or something like that with like hundreds of thousands of dollars. It sounded rough, man. APHA. Yeah, I mean, a free adjacent is cannabis. So usually it's going to move with cannabis. OCGN. XSPA is not bad. I just need more volume with it, to be honest. Don't know enough about the actual company here. Got a little bit of an uptrend. Yeah, you can see the little uptrend here. I'd look for a pullback to like 250 for it. Look at LKCO, guys. LKCO getting a push. It's at 220s right now. Look at LKCO. It's at 225s. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know what the float is, but this one's one of the cheaper ones. Good volume coming in. Let me see if I can find the float. Maybe y'all can help me. Yeah, hey, thank you, Zach. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, LKCO popping up. I'm gonna see if I can find the catalyst here for this. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see the catalyst. They had an offering last week that I guess they are pushing up some, but there's got to be some type of new catalyst. If you know why LKCO is moving up, let me know. I don't see anything, to be honest. I see SSY pushing up too. Yeah, APHA. TLRY is not really pushing up. Maybe there's ACB. SNDL kind of is, so maybe this is done. We do have the reverse split. But yeah, I can't find the catalyst for LKCO. It's 1.8 million in the float for LKCO. Man, it's pretty small. Bitcoin pulling back. Yeah, I mean, here's Bitcoin. But yeah, we're watching LKCO now. It'll certainly be in our price range. SOS. Somebody else asked for an entry on SOS. I really don't know. Like I said, I would think about buying it at like 9, but again, who knows? It could just rip and crash underneath that. Yeah, Bitcoin didn't hold, and it's pulling back down to 49K. So yeah, we're watching Bitcoin, and then we can look at like NXTD and the other crypto stocks. I mean, Bitcoin's still up, but a lot of these are going to follow it short term. So you can see like MARA, RIOT, NXTD, all the other crypto stocks moving with it. And we'll see if it holds. TRCH, guys, is looking pretty strong. But again, I kind of wanted to pull back to $4, and we never quite got it. Still watching it. If it pulls back to 4, we'll think about TRCH, but it's another one that we're watching. But yeah, so right now the main 4, SCKT, SOS, LKCO, I mean, and then SSY is popping up, and then really TRCH. So SCKT, SOS, LKCO, and TRCH are the 4 that I'm watching the most right now. Again, I'm not saying these are going to go up. When I say I like them, I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to go up. What I'm saying is that they have good enough volume to make them potential, buys or sells at the opening bell. I don't know if they're going to go up or down, though. We're just watching them based off of volume alone. Still watching MIT, FORD, and those as well, but not good volume. ALJ, WBAI, MYT, so yeah. TRCH is the recent rip. Again, we pull back to 4. I might take a little bit here. A little bit. Catch you back on the Discord, man. I haven't had access to my Discord. Hey, we got over 200, over 1,200 people here. So what's up, guys? CTRM. Yeah, good morning. What he's saying is he is not responsible if you put your 70,000 you saved up into GameStop and you lose everything. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not responsible for anything. You guys know me. The way I try to run this channel, as opposed to a lot of other channels, is like, I might tell you stuff that I like or dislike, but I don't know which way these are going to go. I'm not an expert here. Like, I'm just talking about my favorite stocks of the morning. You know what I mean? In the end, I don't want to be an expert. I don't want that standard to live up to. I don't want that pressure of claiming to be an expert, to be honest. I would rather just keep this channel a resource and community for traders to get together, learn, brainstorm ideas and all that good stuff without claiming to be some expert. You know, I don't need to, you know, I think you got a lot of YouTubers that try to flash a lifestyle, you know, and so they try to show you cars and boats and like nonsense, right? In the end, none of that really matters because I'm not trying to claim to be an expert. And to be honest, most of the people flashing that are not experts either. They're just trying to sell you a dream, and that's not what we're trying to do here. So if you appreciate free content like that, hit the subscribe button, click the bell. I certainly appreciate it if you do. We just try to be honest with people. And again, if you want to help support us, you can go check out Webull or you know, Top Step. I'll post that Top Step link later when I trade futures maybe, but volume of stream is low today. Well, it's not really that low. We got like 1,200 people here. I read a teacher did that sadly. Yeah, that's rough. CTRM. Sell your crypto course. yeah. My man Joel helped me out, taught me some stuff. Crypto course coming, you know. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, it's not really coming. I don't know anything about cryptocurrencies. I'm actually up in crypto though, I think. Let me see. I think I'm up like 100%, something close to that on Kraken. Yeah, I mean, I'm up really nicely on this. I'm up like, I would say I'm up like 80% on crypto, which I'll certainly take, you know. My new pet peeve, YouTube Dogecoin fanboys, bro. No, you don't understand. CTRM, the float looks to be too large for me. It's either that or the volume's just too low. Daily chart doesn't look bad. I like the levels it's at, but I think it's got to hold at 150 here, and we'll see for CTRM. But yeah, bro, if you think the Dogecoin fanboys are bad, you didn't see the GameStop and AMC fanboys, man. They are... I would be like, hey guys, GameStop's never going to hold these levels, and they would just hurl insults at me, right? And then when GameStop would drop 80-90%, and I was talking about it, that it would, and people were getting mad at me for talking about it, then it drops 80 or 90%, and instead of being like, yo, you're right, you were right, GameStop did crash, it never held the gains that, you know, you were talking about, you were right, instead they basically blamed me for the drop. Just a lot of emotion, man, a lot of emotion. And I've actually had a few people come out to me and like reach out to me and be like, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I realized you were just trying to help and I was just emotional. Like, I've had a few people reach out to me and say that. And so yeah, it is what it is. And it's alright. Like, it's normal. Like, people are going to be emotional when they're taking those crazy positions. And it's a part of the game. You know what I mean? AKER pushing up though. We're watching this. Oh, man. I miss my chair at home though, that's for sure. Still waiting for that $4 pullback for TRCH. What's LKCO's float? I don't see 1.8 million float. I can look it up. Hold on. Hey, but thank you for the $5, brother. I got you. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sure the chat's probably going to answer this before I, need to. Let me find. LKCO, right? Alright, so I'm showing 120 million in the float for LKCO. What do you guys show? I'm showing 120 million, not 1.2 million. I'm showing 120, which is obviously noticeably larger. Somebody clarify. And it looks more, I'll put it this way, it looks more like 120 million float than a 1.2 million float. The range isn't big enough, and so I think it's actually 120 million, not 1.2. The range isn't really big enough to be a tiny float like 1.2, so yeah, It's probably 120 million the float. I appreciate the donation though, brother. Thank you, man. But yeah, it looks like 120 mil in the float. At least that's what I'm showing. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes. Yeah. Bill Gates, what you doing right now? I'm hanging out, bro. I learned how to use Fibonacci extensions this morning. Hey. Nice, brother. Great to see you have power. I don't. I mean, I didn't. We're at a friend's house right now. We're going back to my house today, though. Yeah. Can you tell me why TD is rejecting my order on LKCO and setting it to sell only? I mean, it could be a few different things that's rejecting your order. It could be, if you're trying to trade in pre-market, you have to set the TIF here to EXT. So you got to set it to EXT. It could be, you might have a stop loss. Or I don't know, to be honest. You're going to have to look and go to your monitor tab and look to see what it says. This is what I would do if I was struggling with it. Still waiting to see if TRCH rips. Somebody else said SOS is pushing back up, so we'll see what happens at $10 for SOS. $10 is the big level, I think. It's the level everybody else is watching, at least. Well, then it's restricted, Christian. What happened to your house, Han? Yeah, I have my mic set up, guys. It's just, I have a different mic. Like I said, I'm not at my house right now. I am at a neighbor's house. They're not a neighbor. I am at a friend's house. We lost power during this blizzard that we're having over here in Texas. And so I lost power, heat, internet, everything. I think my power's back on at my house, but the hotels got bought up quick, so we didn't have time to get a hotel. So we just came and stayed at a friend's house who, you know, they have better internet than I do. So... yeah, the internet's running smooth, at least today. SOS is dropping down big. I guess rounder, I don't know, but it says this, order transactions. I mean, that's probably what it is, though, man. They're probably just restricting buys at the open, Christian, or trades in general. Yeah, I mean, we're alright, Jose. I appreciate the support. Listen, guys, we're good. Like, listen. I'm very blessed to be in the situation I am, and you know, we have power again. I'm pretty sure our power's back on at our house, so if it's not like anything happened, we just lost power for a few days, you know, we'll be alright. Yeah, like I said, I'm sitting comfortably at a friend's house right now, so we'll be okay. The stream must go on, as they say, and you know, here we are. But yeah, SOS pulling back. We'll see if it holds. I'm still waiting for TRCH to pull back, and if it does, I might start to buy a little bit here. Alright, we just got in with 25 shares on this little pullback for TRCH. I want to see if this holds. But we got 6 minutes, guys. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Click the bell, turn on notifications. We never got the full pullback here to fours, but at least we got some that I can hold into the opening bell. But hey guys, we got 6 minutes, team. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm trading on a flat screen right now. Where's the green screen? Green screen's at home, brother. SNDL moving. Yeah, I mean, I held a little bit of, or I sold all my SNDL positions. Here's SNDL right here. And it's pushing up some, but it's still in the range it's been in. I don't hate the way this looks. Like, we gotta drop, you know, really, we kind of, alright, so looking at the 15-minute, we're at previous support at $2, so with SNDL, I just want to see it hold too. I don't know if it's going to, but like that's kind of what I want to see at least. You're always somewhere, how exciting, yeah. Hey, next time, rounder. Next time, brother, I appreciate that though. Yeah. We'll be alright. Yeah, low audio. I mean, mean, I could pick up the mic and talk this way. I'm sure it sounds way better now, but that would have to basically, it wouldn't work out super well. I mean, let me see. I'll try to find something that I can prop this up on. Yeah. Stop that, my ears. Yeah. Duct tape to your shoulder. Yeah. Next time, maybe. Next time. Somebody said they want me to look at SNDL's news. Yeah, they announced a $22 million investment in Vita. So that's the catalyst for SNDL. It's actually 25 million common shares of Nvidia at a price of 44 to raise gross proceeds of 11 million. So yeah, it's a good catalyst for it. Yeah, man, my neck is gonna hurt after today. I'll say that. Somebody else is mentioning NXTD. NXTD is moving with Bitcoin. So like Bitcoin moves up, NXTD is gonna move up. You know, see Bitcoin popped up over the last 5 minutes. NXTD popped up over the last 5 minutes. Very similar. I don't think it's actually backed by Bitcoin, but I think it uses Bitcoin and holds Bitcoin in some form or another. So it's not a mining stock or anything like that, but it uses Bitcoin and benefits from Bitcoin. So, you know, it's going to move with like MARA, RIOT, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're watching it. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. I'm going to go try to find something I can prop my mic up to. I'll be right back. I'm going to go try to find something, and we'll try to make it work. I'm also going to grab myself a sweater because it's cold, to be honest. It's cold right now, so I'll be right back. Alright, so this should be hopefully better. I got a mic and I'm putting it closer to me now, so that should be better. Let me know if that works. But yeah, we're still watching SCKT, guys. We got 1 minute. Let's do this. Hey, what's up, Try? Hey, good luck, guys. Here's the bell. There's the bell, guys. Good luck. Alright, so I'm in TRCH here. A little bitty shares, or a little bitty trade. We're gonna see if it holds. But yeah, we're in TRCH right now. Big drop. About break even in this at this point. Alright, so we're getting a drop. I'm probably going to have to bail out of this 25 position. Let me set questions today. How's TOS running? That's my fear. How's TOS running? We lagging? Yeah, we're out. I'm gonna get out of this just because there's too much opening momentum. How's TOS running though, guys? That's the question I have for you guys today. Is TOS running well, good, bad, okay? IDEX, lag on TOS. Sorry to hear that. We get some breaks over 420s. We'll take some of this. What about LKCO? What about SOS? So we're still watching this. NYT. Okay, so we're getting some drops. SCKT is halted, guys. So we're halted on SCKT. Let me switch these over so we can get some actual scanners here. Yeah. Alright, there we go. I'm watching TRCH here. Oh, it's not halted? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was halted, right? Yeah, this is halted. Certainly halted. Look at the level 2. You can always tell by the level 2. This is halted on the way down. So you can see the bid and the ask are frozen. We're halted for SCKT. Watching TRCH still. SOS is starting to hype and squeeze up. We're gonna have to wait for some pullbacks there. Maybe a $10 pullback if it holds. But yeah, I'm looking at some of these other charts. SCKT's halted. Looking at LKCO. Still looking at TRCH. Man, SOS is squeezing up big, guys. It's at 1030s. I'm waiting for a pullback here for 10, but I don't think we ever got one here for SOS, guys. Huge squeeze here for SOS. Big rip. Again, we're going to look at $10. But, man, it's going to be hard to take advantage of this right now. The music is off? Music's not off. Is it? Can y'all hear the music? Yeah, I should be able to. Oh, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we're good. I don't even know where to buy this thing. I'm going to look for a $10 pullback, but I don't know if we're ever going to get it. I think we could also look at this pre-market high at 10.25, so I think we're going to look to that now. Y'all be careful. There's a big rip and a big squeeze in this thing. When it turns the other way, it could really dump down. Alright, so we're getting a lot of people saying they're struggling with TOS right now. Let me know if you're having issues in the chat, guys. Y'all struggling? Yeah, let me know if y'all are struggling. We wanted the 1020 pullback. Look at that. It pulled back exactly down to 1025, man. I was looking the other way. Oh, man, that would hurt. Hey, look at that. I drew the exact level I wanted to pull back on at 1020s, and we got exactly that pullback. That hurts. There it goes, though. It's continuing to rip up here. We're still looking at TRCH, and I'm going to buy this little mini pullback here if I can get filled. Alright, we're at 50 shares. TRCH. Yeah, I saw SOS. I tried to catch SOS, guys. It just didn't really give me a pullback that quickly. Like, that pullback that we got in it was noticeably difficult to take advantage of, I think. SCKT resumed as well. So we did resume an SCKT. I'm going to try to let this sit here at 410. If it breaks 410, I'm going to get out. Yeah, this is probably done. I'm going to take the small loss and move on with my day over this one. SOS, guys. Like I said, I wanted this pullback here on 1050s or 1020s, and we just never... I mean, we got it, but it was so fast that it would have been hard to take regardless, if I'm being honest. That was the only pullback entry to take advantage of, and very small float for this one. Yeah, a lot of people talking about SOS. Yeah, SOS is going crazy. It's certainly the biggest move right now. ALJJ actually held too. Hold on, guys. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm trying to... What did SOS end up doing? And SOS is at 1140s. Or 1250s, I mean. Wow, man. SOS. Crazy. SOS still looking up. I don't even know what to do with that. Here's SOS, guys. Yeah, TRCH dumped. I'm glad I got out of that one. What about Ford? And SOS is the crazy rip, though, guys. That's the biggest mover here. Here's SOS. Whoa. So was this a halt? Alright, so here's 11s for SOS. I don't know what I want. It's such a big squeeze, guys, that I'm honestly scared of this. So I'm trying to catch back up in the chat. No halt. There's dumping, yeah, for sure. Honestly, I don't hate the $11 pullback though. If it's not halting here, I don't hate it, to be honest. Alright, ALJJ squeezing up, guys, and I'm trying to manage this position. We just got out of half. We're holding 25 shares left. Such a big range here. I want to see this one holding, get up to like 275s, but we're in ALJJ here with 25 shares. Let's see if it breaks this high and gets up to 270s. We just bought a little bit more. We're into 50 shares of this again. I want to see if it continues right back up. There's 50s. $250 is going to be the line in the sand. I don't hate this for ALJJ. Like, I want to see it hold here, though. Like, I took profits. I wanted to anticipate a hold there. There's the move. Let's get it over 260s. There's 258s. There we go. That's better. Now we got a half there. We're holding 25 shares left. I bought that little pullback. Just 263s. $62s. $64s. Obviously, I want to see it squeeze and make this push. Under 260s, I'll get out. Alright. There's 65s. There we go. 66s. There we go. That's what I wanted to see here. We just got out. We just scalped that move, and we're green after that trade. But we caught ALJJ. SCKT is starting to reverse, and it's actually halted on the way up, guys. Sorry if I'm not communicating with the chat that much. It's just kind of craziness, to be honest. SCKT is halted on the way up. We're still looking at SOS here. Question is, do you guys think it's going to bounce here at $11? I don't know what you guys should do for SOS, guys. That's a big rip, to be honest, and a big pullback. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really getting in SOS right now. Right, but we're green on the day, although small. But yeah, SOS, guys, is still continuing. I think the line in the sand here is $11 right here. That's what I would do, at least. I don't know what it's going to do. But for me, considering all the historical confirmation here for SOS, I'm looking at $11. Really, I guess we could probably use this low at 1080s instead of 11, but I don't know. Those are two major levels I'm watching, $11 and 1080s. Here's the pullback to test 11. Look at AKER still pushing up. Somebody else mentioned it. Not the best volume though. TRCH is trying to reverse to come back. ALJJ got rejected at 275, which was my profit target there anyway. I got my profit target for it, and now we're rejecting. All right, here's the test of 11s. BRQS. Yeah, look at BRQS, guys. BRQS is making big squeezes too. We pull back to here though. I might take a little bit. We're gonna slowly start to scale into this one. For BRQS, we're at 50 shares, small, but I'm gonna scale into this down to these levels. We're with 100 shares now of this one. I just want to see a quick pop up to 3. Maybe 290s where we could take some off. But 100 shares here. And if we get anything reasonable enough, we're going to take profits in the 90s. There's 90s. There's 92s. We're taking half off there. Another quarter off, and then we're just gonna let this last little 25 shares work. See if we can get up to like 3. There's 92s, 93s. There we go. 94s. Yeah, we'll probably get out the rest here. Alright, so we just scalped a little move there for BRQS. Caught the little pullback bounce. I'm still looking at LKCO. I mean, this one gets up here, I might consider it at 230s, but we gotta wait for that. SOS did hold at 11, so look at that. So I was right about my level for it. Here's SOS. We did hold at 11s. We're going up to 1130s now. We break over 1150, and it might get interesting here. Over 1150. TRCH, yeah, I'm watching TRCH. Because how come you are buying the ask and not the bid? Because it fills me immediately, which is what I need. You know, when I'm targeting momentum, I just need to get filled immediately, regardless of where. I mean, not regardless of where, but you know, the speed at which I get filled is more important than, you know, the exact cent that I need to get filled at. Here's SOS, so there's 1150. So again, I think we have to break over 1150 and actually hold, and that's what we should look for. TXR. Look at AKER still pushing up. LKCO still trying to push up some. TRCH. We got CCNC. We're watching CCNC. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but we're watching that. CTXR. The problem is, okay, so the reason I don't, okay, so I'm worried about rejecting at 950 or at 450, half dollar level, you know, that's what I'm worried about. So I would dip by this, but I'm worried about it rejecting at 450. That's my biggest concern, at least with it. SNSS. SOS is back down to 1160s. Yeah, SNSS is pulling back some. TRCH is still holding, but we gotta wait for that. LKCO, guys, look at LKCO here. We pull back to 230s, I'll buy a little bit. Wait, what did it just say? Oh yeah, they've restricted trading on Thinkorswim for LKCO. That's weird, man. It looks good too. That's weird. They actually restricted it. Yeah, I guess that's what everybody else was talking about earlier with it. That sucks. It looks good too. WBAO falling. SOS pulling back some. So yeah, like I said, it needed to break 1150 and hold, and it's just not holding. Here's 1120s. Again, we'll see. We can still look at this range right here. You know, like that kind of range, but I don't know. Gotta wait for it, I guess. NBCN. Yeah, NBCN's not too bad. I don't know what the float is, but you know, it's not that bad. I would have wanted to buy this little pullback here though, and I don't think we got that right now. SCKT. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit on TOS.